This is your boy Andrew. I do hope pray that you are having a blessed day. I know I am. Bringing you guys another undefeated deck profile, and this time I played Dragon Gundam, or better yet known as Drytron. Guys, been having a ton of fun playing this deck. It's really solid. Just the grind game, the Awakened Crew hand advantage, and just the versatility of the deck. One of the things I've really been enjoying is just the many different builds that you see out there, whatnot. It's just you can do so many different things with the deck and it still be competitive, and I just like that because I just feel that's what the game should be. You should be able to experiment, think outside of the box, still be able to get the dub if you know what you're doing. And yeah, guys, I mean, it's just a ton of fun to play. I can do pretty much anything that you ask for in the deck, and it's been really solid. Um, so played a remote duel tournament, guys. Ended up playing 4 rounds. Got all my rounds 2-0. Uh, round one, played the mirror match. Ended up getting that 2-0. Then round two, ended up playing Zoo Eldritch. Got that as well. Round three was Virtual World. Got that 2-0. And then round three was this really cool Dogmatical Altergeist deck. Is really solid. If I can get that guy's deck profile I played, or I'm kind of interested in playing it myself, get my hands on those cards, I'll definitely get that up on the channel. But yeah, guys, it was really solid tournament. The deck performed very well. As I said, it's been a ton of fun to play, and let's just jump right into the list and see what we're working with. So, starting off, guys, playing the one Dragon Gundam himself, Draconid, or at least he's one A of the Dragon Gundam tandem. Draconid, this card is really broken. I mean, this is Zeus and UCT all in one card. Just came down and end the game. If you go second, just clear your opponent's board. And then even if you don't say OTK them, they were just not able to get back in the game because you can just, target two of their cards and send it to grave next turn, or you can just wall up with this. This card is ridiculously OP. Is such a good card. Then we're playing the Herald of Ultimates. It's the one card FTK in itself, to be honest with you. Then pretty much the spine of the deck, triple Cyber Angel Benton. And anybody who knows me knows your boy has been winning with Cyber Angel since they came out, before they got tier 1. So, hey, I'm glad we finally have something that can really bring out the power of these cards. Triple Cyber Angel Benton and the one Natasha. Natasha's just crazy. You can just steal your opponent's entire board, break it. It's insane. It's an amazing card overall. That's it for the ritual stuff. Then we're getting into the Drytrons, small Drytrons. Play the triple alpha, the double zeta, and then I play one of each other Drytron. And so I'm playing 8 names overall. And my thought process behind this was, if I'm going to be playing, say, a slightly lower count than usual, I think normally most deck profiles I've seen are going between 9 to 10 and sometimes 11 Drytrons. If I'm going to be playing a smaller package, I need to be playing every single name. And that actually just turned out to be correct for me so far going into this. If I'm not going to play, doubles and triples with some of the other ones that are normally going around, I need to be able to have every name. And then say I play the Rostobon as well, the beta, because if they say DD Crow something, Psycho Reader's been going around, I can just go ahead, Rostobon, get it back. And this has been really strong. This has been a really solid ratio for me overall, because I just want to be able to fit other things into the deck as well. And it's one thing that this deck is not the best at, is being able to take out certain pieces in sideboard, because you just have so many engine cards and searchers that you don't want to take out. So I just tried playing with a lower count, and it's been working very well for me. So that's it for that. Then getting into the ancillary cards, you got triple Herald of Orange Light. Just got to play it, be able to have this searchable Solemn Strike in your hand. It really just disrupts your opponent. Very solid. And the one of Purple Light, I still like this in the main. Just being able to hit. Had a couple instances where I hit the D barrier in the standby phase, floodgates. Was able to hit things like anti-spell, fragrance. It's just really good, guys. I really do recommend playing this. Say in the main, at least for my build, over say Cyber Petite, because I just think once you get it into your engine, once you get the ball rolling, you just really don't need that Cyber Petite search anymore. If you set up right and you play correctly, you just really don't need that. I just think this is just a better value card. Just be able to deal with more problems. Then we play supplement that with the one Eva, be able to search. Basically, since you can start out with one Herald of Orange Light with your Eva, and then go right into another Solemn Strike play, basically. It's just really solid overall. Amazing card. That's it for that. And then my other fairies, playing the one Manju, searchable. Especially, if you're going second, whatever one, I probably want to go Manju over your Vanity's Ruler plays to be able to extend your plays. Or if you already have set up, just search your Manju and just continue to extend. win con of the deck or Vanity's Ruler. I'd like to put this out in Herald of Ultimate's turn 1. That generally is just going to get you there 90, I'd say 95% of the time. The Dawn Knight is a combo piece, and then that rounds out our fairies. And then for me personally, I've been maining just the double Ash and double Droll in the main. And then this is really what caught a lot of my opponents off guard, is being able to have these cards already in the main deck, especially the Mirror. Game 1, I lost the die roll, just drolled them, and then just blew him out, on turn 2. And then the same thing, you just couldn't get past Droll, sided maybe a third Droll in, as being able to already have that set up, and then without being, say, predictable what I'm going to sideboard. Because as I said, that's one of the drawbacks of the deck, is that when you go ahead into your sideboard, people pretty much already know what you're going to do. And, it's difficult to adjust to know what to take out, depending on the matchups. Because as I said, sometimes you do have to, look at, all right, am I going to side out engine cards, etc., like that, because everything else is just kind of tight squeeze. So I just find maining these and finding room to main these has been the best thing for me, and maybe try it out for you guys yourselves going forward. And then that's it for the monsters. Then we played triple field spell. I'm really considering just cutting maybe this down to 2 and then go 1 terraforming. But at the same time, Droll is running around. I do think more people are going to probably try to main deck Droll if their deck can support it. So I probably won't in that aspect, but I really do maybe say want to at least test it to see if it's more viable, because generally once you get into like maybe draw plays and things like that, you don't want to necessarily draw into another one of this cards. So but triple Drytron Fafnir for now, guys, really good. Searches everything in your deck. It's basically Meltdown. Really, really good card. Triple of the money card. That's pretty much is 80% of what makes Drytron expensive now. Triple of your Drytron over insane cards, basically utility for your deck. One of the only cards that get your Drytrons out in attack mode. And this is really cool because you're able to, go ahead, Drytron Nova and press for damage, and then go ahead, blink off or do what you need to do after that. I really, really love this card. Really, really good. And triple of the card that pretty much searches everything in your deck that's not a fairy, Cyber Emergency. Broken. Amazing card overall. I actually had a guy negate this and then didn't read the card, that just get it back. It was hilarious. So for that, and then we have triple prep. I think it's best ritual support spell ever created. Not including this card, Medianus Drytron. This card is insane. Just once again, I think this is possibly the best ritual spell ever created. That in preparation of rites. This is just really the best ritual sport I've ever seen personally. And then the one Foolish Burial, just because it's another name, and helps you get into your plays if you don't have what you're looking for initially, and then start your combo, complete your combo as well. So that's it for that. Going into my extra deck, rather, have the one of Linkaribo, got to play it, one Relinquished Anima, and the one Salamangreat Almirage. I'll show you what this is for once I get into my sideboard. One of IP Masquerena, because just in case you get hand trapped or anything like that, it helps you put up some kind of disruption. And this format, I find that like if you say get hand trapped and you make IP, it's generally enough to get you into turn 2. One Geonator. This card is broken. It's absolutely broken. I wish this came in a higher rarity. We have the one of Union Carrier. This is something I've been thinking about bumping up to 2, but this card is insane. Love this card. The one Herald of Mirage Lights, just really, really good. And another thing that people don't seem to get is like you can dump this off, say if your opponent goes Dogmatic or Maximus, and still get the effect since you just have to go to grave. Be able to recycle resources, really, really strong overall. And then sometimes you can just make this. If I don't have, say, Herald Lock or whatever for combo, I can just make this and have Herald out there, so you're just not leaving not Herald, but Vanity's Ruler. Make this, have this plus Vanity's Ruler. That's just generally a game right there as well. The one of Cerberus, obviously. Be able to pop anything your opponent has on field. Push through your opponent's board, make plays. Same thing with Phoenix. Pop, back row, whatever, whatnot. And these cards are really shine in this deck, especially since you're able to make your link ones and then go right under your link Karibo, etc. And then be co-link, get pluses, and then be able to take out a resource of your opponent's really, really strong. Same thing with Nightmare Unicorn. So playing pretty much 3/4 of the available Nightmare package. Then I played the one of Appaloosa. As I said, certain things happen. If you get hand trapped in certain ways, you can still just make Appaloosa. And this is almost an FTK against a few decks in the format. And then same and Boral Sword. I'm playing this over Access Kotaku currently. just because I find just like generally I'm going to make this right here when I'm ready to win the game. Same thing with access Kotaku. You're generally making you'll see people making that normally often Natasha steal kind of thing, but the issue I have with that is say if you're going to already steal your opponent's board and link up or whatever whatnot. There's really nothing that's going to play heavy back row and heavy combo that you're going to need to continue to pop your opponent's field. I just think this is the better card for just ending the game. If I'm going to go into that Natasha play, and that's been accurate so far. Like every time I went and made this, I'm just ready to win because Natasha's already broken the board and there's nothing else to play around. Because generally you're going to play, you're going to go link up to Cerberus, pop something, link up into your Phoenix, pop something. If you have a pesky back row right there, and by the time I link up to Royal Sword, you just don't need, say, Access Kotalker and combo. At least it's just for me. I'm not saying you shouldn't play it. It's an amazing card. You can. But I think for me personally, Royal Sword is the better choice if I'm going to go ahead and link up, make those plays, and try to end the game. And then finally play the Xyz package, the one Symbol Nightingale, the one Downer, and then the one Zeus, just so I like to go into the Nightingale first. Go ahead, press for damage, overlay into Downer Magician, and then overlay into Zeus, and that generally is enough to get you there most of the time anyway as well. So with this deck, there's just so many win cons. That's why I really like it. There's just so many different ways to get there. It's just not streamlined and necessarily helmet. It's just like you just have so many different avenues you can take to get your opponent out of there for game. So that's it for that. Getting into the sideboard, playing double Nibiru. This is a lot really for say VW and bad Drytron players as well. A lot of people weren't expecting this. So you see a lot of people citing it out, but I just still think anytime there's a really good combo deck of the format, or say in this case two, the Drytron you can still qualify as kind of controlly as well. You should at least have this somewhere, in the sideboard. No, not necessarily need side three, but at least to have two at my disposal is really strong. Won my VW matchup as well because I won the die roll going first and then locked him out, and then going second. He really wasn't expecting the Nibiru, so he fully committed to board and just came down. He just knew he lost at that point. Doing that, we have the double Lancia and third roll, and then the spice. If you're not playing this, guys, trust me, you need to start. If you're playing this deck, triple Neospace and Aquadolphin. Every time I sided this in, I hit the droll, and this just got me there. Like and it's funny. I played this, and I go ahead, loop my opponent, and they just knew at that point they're just going to lose because I'm going to pluck the droll, the hand trap, whatever they had. I plan to stop my plays and push through. And it happened literally like I'd say 3 out of 4 of my matches. It happened. Go ahead, pluck the droll, hand trap, whatnot that they had, and go ahead. I had a guy that had a Psycho Reader, went, plucked it. It was just really, really strong, guys. If you're not playing this card, pick this up, which is also the reason why I have my Salamander Almirage in the extra deck, because what you can do, you go ahead, pluck your opponent, loop them, link this off for your Almirage, and then you can still go ahead and make a Link Karibo play with your Drytron. Then go ahead and after that, you can make Union Carry because they're both Cybers. So you can just go ahead, get into your play without even having to commit an extra resource just by playing this card as well, and you get to push through your opponent, whatever your opponent sided in for hand traps. It's really, really amazing overall. And then I sided the one Meteor's Quadrantis, rather. This card's broken too. Be able to make this against a lot of back row decks that can't target this, and then you can just blow them out, wipe their board. And if they say strike this or anything like that, you just get the resources in which you use to make it back, right? And it's just continue to press for damage or go into another place. It's a really, really good card overall. Then going second against things like my power cards, Ultimateness and Vanity's Ruler. Double Forbidden Droplet. If I had a third one, I would definitely play it. But the two got me there. It's really, really strong. I think you should be definitely making room for this or Dark Ruler no more in your sideboard just to be able to push through the Floodgate monsters, because we don't necessarily have huge unbreakable boards now, but we do definitely have Floodgate, big Floodgate monsters and walking FTKs in the form of Ultimates in this format. So gotta be able to have something to deal with that. Then for back row removal, double Twin Twister, the one Feather Duster, and the blowout card Red Reboot. Once again, these are really, really solid. I was thinking about making room for another third Twin Twister, but I was really fine. I didn't need it at all. This deck already really grinds through back row decks as it is, just out resources them. But just to have something to help you get there is definitely needed. So Guys, that rounds up the deck profile. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. What are you running? What does your build look like? Also, what do you want to see profile going into the channel in the future? And guys, this has been your boy Angel. Do be blessed, make great choices, stay safe, and peace.